In a milestone moment, India and New Zealand have concluded the talks for a free trade agreement after a pause of almost 10 years and nearly 9 months of discussion that started earlier in March this year. At the forefront of this deal, India gets zero duty on 100% tariff lines in New Zealand, and in return, it reduces or removes tariffs on 95% of their exports to India. In fact, both countries also aim to double bilateral trade in 5 years that currently stands at about $2.4 billion. Let's get in my colleague Rishabh Bhatnagar for all the key highlights from this historic FTA.
Right, another trade deal in India's back. This one right after UK and Oman, you have another developed country with New Zealand. What we're seeing is that this is unprecedented. This is 100% lines that New Zealand has included for absolutely 0% tariff. So in earlier FTAs, we saw 98, 99%, but this one, all tariff lines are completely exempted. Basically, if anyone that has to send anything to New Zealand will be going tariff-free. That is number one. The second big headline that's coming out of this is the large $20 billion FTA commitment that New Zealand has baked into this free trade agreement. That essentially means that over the next 15 years, New Zealand will be plowing in about $20 billion. And to put that in context, they've only put in roughly $90 million over the past 25 years. So this is a massive multifold increase, similar to the FTA agreement that we saw. They had committed roughly $100 billion. New Zealand has committed $20 billion. What we're seeing is that the gains from this particular FTA will be concentrated in the labor-intensive sectors. That is your textile, leather, footwear, pharma, chemicals, plastic, rubber. Those are the sectors that will stand to gain from this particular free trade agreement. What we're seeing is that a lot of mobility-related and visa-related changes have also been brought into this particular FTA. And that is a major feature of this. There's a post-study work visa that is opening up. There's a lot of temporary visas that are opening up. So a lot of jobs also are part of this particular free trade agreement.
Thanks so much for that, Rishabh. And post the announcement, viewers, Commerce Minister Piyush Goyal told the media that this free trade agreement will be significant towards realizing India's 2047 Viksit Bharat mission. Now, he underscored that while this is the 7th FTA signed under PM Modi's leadership in the last 4 years, all FTAs so far have been signed with countries that are not in competition with India, but instead offer growth opportunities for us. Let's listen to Piyush Goyal's comments.
This is the 7th free trade agreement. All of them with developed economies with significantly larger per capita incomes than India, demonstrating that we are expanding trade relations rapidly with countries who complement the Indian economy rather than compete with India.